Hello everybody and welcome back to another one of my Let's Plays. This time Crusader Kings III in the start date of 867. We are going to be playing as Count Willem of Zeeland, which is a county over here within the Kingdom of Frisia. Right now we are underneath the liege from the King Lothair II of Lotharingia, and our other liege, our direct liege, is Jarl Haroker Hemmingsson of Holland. He's a Norse character, but he is Catholic. And our plan for this Let's Play is to form the Dutch Empire. As you could see in the thumbnail with the Dutch Empire, I mean, form the Kingdom of Frisia, build up very strong, very powerful, just like in the 17th century in real life. So we're kind of doing this 750 years too early, but it's fine as a challenge. We're gonna form the Empire, or the Kingdom of Frisia. And then eventually I want to start colonizing our old colonies, the Dutch colonies, because I am from the Netherlands, in Asia. CK3 does not have South America, because in South America, the Netherlands had colonies like Aruba, Bonaire, Curaçao, or Suriname. But yeah, we don't have South America in this game, but we do have Indonesia now, which you can see are two different empire titles. And it's very far away. As you can see, we're all the way over here in Western Europe. They're all the way over here in Southeastern Asia. So that's going to be a long time before we get there. So this will be a long Let's Play. But we're going to have some short and long-term goals. And before I start with those, first I want to say I have a couple of mods installed. For example, the Rice mod, which gives more faiths and cultures throughout the map, as you can see here. Where the Samu people live, there's a new faith. And it's different than the Asatru one, because there are different people. And I believe the Takamin tenet is also something the mod does. I'm not sure exactly, but the Rice mod will give a lot of different cultures and faiths. Some other tenets, and it's just more interesting. There will also be some more events. As you can see, I have religious decisions. And normally you don't have that in the normal mod. And yeah, I will just link down the mods in the description. I don't know exactly how many mods I've installed right now or what their names are, but we'll find out throughout. I do know we have another one is some more events, but also if you siege a capital yourself or a county or a holding, you will get an event what to do with that holding. So that will be pretty interesting. You can burn it through to the ground, or you can steal people, I believe, or gold. But that's very interesting. But that's for later. First, we're going to focus on our character. As I said, we're playing as Count Willem of Zeeland, and we're going to go through his traits, his education, and of course the coat of arms. So first, we are an ambitious man. We are 16 years old. We just found a new dynasty. Oranje-Nassau is the royal dynasty still in line today, in 2026 in real life. They don't have any power, of course, but they are still a royal family in the Netherlands. We're a constitutional monarchy. And it started later than 867. Of course, after Napoleon, we got kings in the Netherlands. Before that, we were a republic. But we did have, I believe in English you call them city holders. And city holders were very important people in the Netherlands, and they were always part of the Oranje-Nassau family. And their motto is Je m'étendrai, which means I shall enforce. And it could mean a lot of things. I shall enforce what my liege tells me. I shall enforce the laws in my land. Or I shall enforce that people will follow me. So it can mean a lot of different things. All right, so as I said, we're an ambitious man. And you can also see 1 star over here. That's also a mod I installed. You can have 1, 2, or 3 stars. And that will mean how bad you are of a trait. So if you have 3 stars of ambitious, you want to conquer the entire world. If you have 1 trait, for example, you just want to conquer the things around you. We're also proud, which is arrogant. So we're basically gonna not take shit from people, right? So if people insult us, we're gonna take revenge, for example. We're also a very sociable / gregarious character. We like parties. We like to interact with people. And we are going to play by these traits. So if we get events, I'm not going to play as myself. What is the best outcome for me as a person? But I'm going to play as what Willem in real life would do. If that is interesting. All right. And for education, I thought we're going to start a little bit in the middle. So fortune builder. As I said, I want to build. I want to conquer the kingdom of Frisia first. And then I want to build up the kingdom before we start colonizing in the way future. And for that, we need a lot of money. And to get a lot of money, we need fortune builder. Or at least a gold education trade, so we can go down the gold paths. I also want to become a journaler, so our character can write things down if he's stressed. He writes poems to people, stuff like that. We're also a shrewd man. We are more of a bureaucrat than a fighter. As you can see, I put my martial skill pretty low, prowess pretty low, intrigue 4, but I put my learning and stewardship quite high because we are more bureaucrat. We want to build up our country instead of fight ourselves. We will let people fight for us. We will pay them to fight for us. And we're an okay diplomat. And lastly, we got the giant perk. In the Netherlands, the highest or the tallest people on average in the world today are Dutch people. So of course I had to make him a giant. I also made him a ginger because our current king is also a ginger. So I just felt like the male heirs in his line would be gingers as well. I'm not sure. I don't even know what the hair colors of his former forefathers were, but I just thought it would be funny to make him a ginger. Okay, and let's get right into it. So as I said, if we do get an event, we will play as this character's trait. We're not going to play as ourselves, so sometimes you will probably see I make a dumb decision that a human normally wouldn't make, but it's just for the roleplay. Right, so it's going to be a roleplay let's play video, or video, a lot of videos probably. And I would say let's get into it. Let's look at our council first. Let's see what we have. All right. So our counselors are just as bad at martial as us. Okay. So we got a chancellor with 3 diplomacy, a steward with 8 stewardship. Wait, I will change him for my marshal because wait. No. I want him to be. Yeah, okay. He has 12 stewardship. That's fine. I'm immediately gonna start improving my development. Eventually, I want to become the culture head of the Dutch culture, of course, so we can pick our innovations for ourselves. Right now, it's Prince Bishop Adelbold of Nedersticht, which I believe is here. Yes, and he is a duke. Oh no, never mind. He only has county, but he can form the Duchy of Utrecht. And he has 3 counties in the Dutch culture now. Because our liege, normally you would think he would be the Dutch culture head, but he's Norse. Okay, let's look. We're gonna go into our trade, and I would say we are going to go for monthly income plus 10%. And because we have the bureaucratic tendency in our culture, we also get plus 10% stewardship experience, which is pretty nice. So this will go up quite quickly. Well, we don't have a player heir, of course. Okay, we can marry now. I also want to make some choices that would make sense, right? So as you can see in this game, I could just marry the daughter of the Kingdom of France and absolutely steamroll our liege and take over the entire Kingdom of the Netherlands and even Lotharingia. But what's the fun in that, right? Like, it wouldn't make sense. Why would a daughter of a king marry like this low count somewhere in the Netherlands? It just doesn't make sense, right? We have 200 men. He has almost 4,000 men. Like, he wouldn't ally with us, so we're not gonna do that. We do want to marry someone that's not lowborn, because most royal families, or at least notable families, people of a significant family, would not marry lowborn people. So let's put our dynasty on not lowborn, fertile, and perhaps we can get a good trade in. No, there's no trade. And we're just gonna loot. And we would also not marry this woman that's not Catholic, because we're Catholic, we only want to marry Catholic people, or at least Christian people. And this is a good example to show you. Here you see this person is magnanimous, which is a forgiving trait, and she has 3 stars, so she's the most forgiving person you can be, right? I don't know if you can upgrade it throughout our let's play, but we're gonna see that. Okay. Is there someone here? Let's see. You. Where are you? You're all the way over there. Quite far. Ah, this person. Okay, so for example, this marriage would make sense, right? We could get an alliance with Count Mengenhard of Zutphen. I don't know how they are related exactly. Wait, I have no idea how they're related. How are they related? I believe maybe an uncle or something. I'm not sure. But Zutphen is very close to us. It's even within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. The Jur, a little bit at least. So this will make sense. She is Catholic. It's an okay alliance. She's a nice person. A little bit suspicious, but she's okay overall. So we are probably going to marry this woman, Hema Billung. And then we already have a nice alliance ready if we do want to conquer Holland. All right, so I'm going to say let's start. To the Serene Willem, I gladly accept your marriage proposal. You will be joined with my cousin Hema in matrimony. May Saint Bridget bless you both. Signed, Count Mengenhard of Zutphen. I will probably start population control, which would let the game run a little bit faster and just kill off the most unimportant characters. Alright. Oh, wait, first. Lively livestock. As additional payment in a recent trade, I find myself in the possession of a large herd of livestock. I've been assured that the animals are of the highest quality, but the question of what should be done with them remains. Look at the sheep in the background. Let's see. Zeeland will prosper from the herd. Hello? Why is it? What is it doing? Oh. Okay. I accidentally... Okay. I wanted to look what it did, but apparently I clicked it. Sorry, my bad. Council invitation to my vessel. I have come to the inexorable conclusion that you truly are the best candidate I have opened for my council position. Though it pays me to do so, I am unfortunately obligated to offer you the position of Chancellor of Holland. Alright, Jesus. I guess our liege doesn't really like us. Do I want to become his Chancellor? I rather want to become his steward, but he's just as well as me. So, probably won't do so. We'll be his Chancellor for now. What will we get from that? Let's see. We will get monthly prestige +1, fellow vessel opinion +10, and monthly diplomacy style +10. Alright, some good bonuses. I think we will start swaying our bishop because we will get some more taxes for our temples. And what do we have as men-at-arms? We have armored footmen, which I really like. They're good overall. They hit hard, good toughness, and you can really upgrade their damage fast by building the barracks. You see plus 20 in heavy infantry damage. And also the blacksmith plus 15. So you can really make them strong early game. And we also have some light footmen. Alright. And because of that decision earlier, we already got plus 10% development growth. If we look at the development right now, where is it? There it is. You can see that we have only 5 developments. Native state has 8, Paris 15, and of course Rome 25, and Constantinople very high as well, 25. But overall, the rest of Europe is pretty low. In Asia, it's way higher. Over here, you see higher development because of the Silk Road. And in China, of course, also high development. All right, let's see. Greetings, Count Willem of Zeeland. For too long, I have suffered indignities at the hands of Jarl Heroker. I will not stand idle by while our liege abuses his loyal vassals. I urge you to join me in the fight to depose this tyrant. All right, who are you? Okay. So you will become the heir if you win this war. Let's see. You have... Okay, let's see at this battle. It's 900 against 300 men. And he will become the next in line. I mean, we are arrogant, but we're not stupid, right? And he has triple his men. And he will just become the next ruler of us if he does win. So we gain nothing from this. So I will not... Yeah, I will not accept this battle. All right, so we got our wife over. I think we're gonna let her help us with stewardship. There are, as you can see, yeah, she's being completely destroyed. And we know we will be put in prison if our leech wins, so we will not be helping him. All right, so our bishop, we are swaying him. We're also gonna fabricate a county claim already. We are a recognized ruler, almost level 3. And because we're only a count, it already gives bonuses. If we were a king, this would be really bad to only be level 2. But because we're a count, it's alright. We make 2.3 coins a month. We get 77 ready. And I think for our first investment, we just want to make farms and fields. Because they give a good income. As you can see, 0.5 per month. And plus 2 holding taxes. And also will reduce feasts, which our character really likes. What is this? Pregnancy. Fate smiles upon me. My wife, Countess Hemma, is bearing my child. I cannot wait to hold the baby in my arms. Or the babe in my arm. Wow, she's already pregnant. Nice. Already continuing our lineage. So as I said earlier, I am from the Netherlands myself. My English is not perfect. But I'm trying. And if you saw my Roman Let's Play videos, you can also hear my mic has been upgraded quite a bit. First I played with my... yes, our leech won the war. He's imprisoned. Oh, and he just immediately revoked his title. Yep. Wow. So as I said, I'm from the Netherlands. So that's why my English is not just as well, because it's not my first language. And yeah, my mic has been upgraded quite a bit. I also upgraded the quality of my videos itself, so you can see the textures are way better. So I hope that's more enjoyable for you guys to watch and listen to. I would appreciate if you guys leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe, of course. And also leave comments on this Let's Play, because you guys can help me form this Let's Play series. Alright, let's get into the next event. Semantic situation. I was talking to several of my servants, giving them miscellaneous and repetitive orders when I paused. I repeated the words I said again, but this time they didn't sound right coming out of my mouth. Objectively, they sounded like normal words, yet something in my brain could not accept they were real. My lord, are you alright? Asked one of my servants. Yes, I'm fine, I said. Though in my mind I still remained baffled at this. A few minutes later, the strange feeling in my mind had vanished, but it left quite an impression on me. Is my mind just playing tricks on me? Alright, get a little bit of stress. Income slowly going up. Okay, in a country we're fabricating a claim on is thankfully not on a leash because we won not win that battle. But it is on this guy of the dynasty Folkwalding. Greetings, Count Willem of Zeeland. Oh, we were just talking about you. It has become clear that your Suffragan bishop is working to establish a false, spurious claim on the county of Holland. Do not think that this kind of dishonorable action will go out without response. Oh. I spent 75 prestige. And he loses 30 opinion of me, and also King Lothair. Wow. I guess they don't like that we're fabricating claims. I'm just gonna check my settings real quick because something is wrong. Action lock, right? So if I do this, and then okay, wait. I'm gonna change it. Settings. Timer lock then, I guess. Okay. Oh wow, I already got a daughter. My daughter and heir, praise Saint Bridget, Hema has given birth to the perfect little daughter. One day, child, you will carry on my legacy. What name would benefit such a mighty lady? Well, you will only carry on my legacy if I don't get any sons, of course, but let's see. We could call her Emma because let's see, the mother of the grandmother from who's king now was called Emma. She was regent till my king's grandmother came of age, or even great grandmother. My king's great grandmother, I believe. Yes. So Emma is part of the dynasty, not of the Oranje-Nassau dynasty because she got married into it. But yeah, you can be called Emma. Fine. All right. So we got our ally ready. He does not have an ally. So we could win this war quite fast if we wanted to. Ah, you're also a giant. You really are a daughter of mine. Okay. Accusations of sorcery. Bloodstained cloth, crow's feathers, strange-smelling concussions. This is the evidence presented to me by a group of villagers from Zeeland, as proof that Bertolt has been practicing sorcery in his hut on the outskirts of their village. The villagers claim his evil work must be the cause of their bad weather and are calling for his execution. Alright, so Bertolt, you're a modest man, fair and compassionate. You're pretty good diplomat, a wise man, and handsome. Alright, let's see. The evidence is circumstantial. Release him. He must burn for his crimes against God. And a sorcerer, you said. I could use a new advisor. Our traits don't really say anything that could help us in this time, although we are shrewd, which means we are quite a smart man with good judgment who would probably know that witchcraft is not a real thing. Right? So I don't believe he would say he must burn for his crimes against God. He's also not sadistic, so let's see. He's also not a just man. The evidence is circumstantial. Release him. I think what Willem would do is put him into our court because as I said, he's a smart man and we don't have really good chancellors. So he would sort of pardon him in trade for that he comes work for him. We will get some upset parents, but I think this is the best decision. So now we should be able to put him into our court. And that's way better. Okay. Oh, right. I wanted to educate my daughter. There you go. Hmm. Oh, okay. We get some stress because we couldn't sway him or something, but he likes us already, so we're gonna stop swaying now. It's alright. Now we get 0.1 gold from our holdings. That means better thing. Okay, let's see. Ah, our leech wants to educate our daughter, but that would means that she will become Norse instead of Dutch. And I don't want to, because Dutch is a great culture in this game. We get agrarian, which will give us a lot of development growth in farmlands and floodplains. And I believe most of this land is, let's see, here you see farmlands, plains. Most of it is plains. Wait. Does it also do something for plains, or am I bugging out? Okay. So only farmlands and floodplains. But also the polder, which will give us... we can upgrade coastal baronies a lot further. And maritime mercantilism, which will give a boost to trade ports. And we are all along the shore, so we will keep our culture. Alright. How many days left? 9 months. Okay, what kind of men-at-arms do they have? They have 200 pikemen, 2 knights, and 200 levies. And we have... Okay. So one-on-one, I don't think we could beat them, but with our ally, I'm sure we can. Let's go down the architect tree so we can build up our land slowly. Ah, look at our ruler now. Count Willem, you have grown a big beard. Wow, look at that. Nice. And I can't wait till we have the entire shore of Holland and eventually create the Kingdom of Frisia. Then we're gonna have to fight for independence against Lotharingia. And if we get enough gold, we're gonna slowly conquer our way towards Indonesia. Alright. Greetings, Count Willem of Zeeland. I have prowled through documents, both ancient and of less certain provenance. I finally have enough material to make the case that you are the rightful lord of the county of Holland. All that is missing is one little bribe. I see how it is. Oh, those Catholics also want gold. Always want gold. Alright, but that's alright, because now, as you can see, we got one unpressed claim for the county of Holland. So we could immediately declare war. Let's see, are you in a... You are not in a battle. So what I think I'm gonna do, I am gonna declare war on him. And we are going to call our ally into it. Gonna raise all our armies. Wow, we are the best commander. That's crazy. And we are just gonna wait till our allies are coming. Oh, they're already going without us. As I said, we're not gonna fight ourselves because we don't really have the although we are ambitious. Let's see, wait. I could, but no. I said we're a bureaucrat, we're more smart man, so we're not gonna fight for ourselves. We know we can let people fight for us and expand our wealth and land with that. Yes. So let's go in. Oh, we're basically gonna win. Nice. Oh, wow. Completely destroyed him. Captured his enemy commander. 0 people of our side and 350 of their side. Wow. Yeah, so that's proof that he does not deserve to be the Count of Holland. Alright, so our liege is being attacked by the King of East Francia for an entire kingdom claim. Alright. I mean, of course, they are all Carlings, as you can see, from the Carolingian Empire from Charles the Great. They're the grandsons of Charles the Great, as you can see here, or Carl the Great. Sorry, Carl the Great. Which had all the empire from here to here to here, and they're all his sons or grandsons. So they have claims on every kingdom. That's why you can declare a kingdom war. All right, let's see. 3 more months left on the siege. Oh, that went fast. 20 more days. All right, and we got 20 gold from his capital. And we've just expanded our realm. We increase our legitimacy to rightful. We get the County of Holland, get 10 fame. Nice. Enforce demands. Look at that. So we've expanded our realm. Now we got Amsterdam. Oh, and he built mansions for us. Nice. We don't have to spend any gold. And mansions are great because, as you can see, they give a great amount of passive income, 0.7. All right, we're going to put our marshal on controlling the county. So in 13 years, oh, that's such a long time. In 13 years, this county will get full control. The people will be okay that we're ruling that. And all right, nice. So I think I'm going to keep the first video short. I explained everything what we're going to do during this Let's Play. We conquered our first county. Already a big war started within Europe. So I think that's a good ending to finish this episode. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.